In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a winch.
In this tutorial, all I'm using is some wrenches.
The first thing I'm going to do is get the hot and neutral wire and put them near the battery. At this point, I'm also going to run them through the firewall. You run it through the firewall, first locate where the grommet is. In my case, in F-150, it's on the passenger side right down there. To get it through that grommet, I've cut out a piece of wire hanger. I put a hook on the end of it. What I'm going to do is get the end that needs to go on the inside, wrap it around the hook, and bend this flat. You need the end of the hook to be as close as possible so it doesn't catch on anything when you pass it through. So it should look like this right now. That should be secure. I've already passed the neutral wire through, but all I did was put a slight slit in there with a utility knife. I'm directly into the grommet. So to pass the second wire through, I'm going to put it in the same exact hole. I'm just going to stick it in there. There, now I'm in. Just going to continue to push it. Push it as far as you can. Also, it's best at this point to get the entire end of the hook in here because you don't want it catching when you're on the other side. This is pretty much as far as I could go from this side, but the end of the hook is on the other side, so I know it won't catch when I try to pull it through. So make sure nothing can hang up the wire when you pass it through. Also make sure it's not touching the battery at all. So I'm just going to let it sit here. So now I'm going to go to the inside of the truck. I'm going to have to get upside down and put my legs up here so I'll be able to reach in inverted and look under here. You should be able to find the wire you just passed through. There's the end of the hanger right there. So you're going to want to grab it. So I'm going to reach my hand in here and grab the wire hanger. It's very stiff right now. What I'm going to do to get a better handle on it is put a slight bend at the end of the hanger so I can wrap my fingers around it. So I'm going to bend it like this. As you can see, there's a bend in it now, so I could get a handle on it and slowly pull it through. Okay, so I managed to pull it through. I had to use both hands on it. So now I can pull it by hand. Now it's moving much easier. I'm just going to let the wire sit here for now. Next, I'm going to install the base plate right here. This is for the fairlead to attach to, so I'm going to put this down first. Then I'm going to put the winch right on top of it. There are actually nuts inside of here that can't be removed. So all I need to do is install the bolt, the lock washer, and the normal washer. So I have it oriented like this. First goes the lock washer, then the flat washer. Then I'm going to stick it through the hole. It's going to come out the top like that. I'm just going to wiggle it around until I find the nut inside the winch. Once you've started a few threads on the first one, install the other ones. Then you're able to tighten all of them down at the same time. Next, I'm going to cut the tie holding the hook right here. I'm going to have the lock washer first, then the flat washer, stick it through. Next up, I'm going to install the blue and yellow wire. To do this, first put on this little sleeve like this. Just slide it back out of the way. Then remove one of the washers, leave one of the washers on. Stick it on like this, put the washer back, then the nut, torque it down, then put the sleeve over everything. Make sure it forms a nice seal around the steel. When you're done, the wire should look something like this. Make sure nothing can contact them or abrade them. Next, I'm going to route the blue and yellow wire to wherever I'm going to mount the solenoid box. In my case, I need to pass through the bed of the truck into the cab. Here I'm in the back of the cab right now. So all I've done is pop this little keeper out. And I'm going to reach up in here and just pull them through. Connecting the solenoid box is fairly straightforward. These are color coded so you know which wire goes to which. I'm going to start out by connecting the yellow wire first. So I'm going to put this right here, put the nut on, tighten it with a 10mm. I'm going to slide the protective sleeve over everything. I'm going to repeat the same process for the blue wire. Next, I'm going to connect the green lead from the switch to the green lead of the solenoid box. So it color matches like this. Just slide it into the connection and make sure this protective sleeve is over everything. Then if you're mounting the handlebar switch, you would also plug that into here now. I'm going to do the same thing for the black wires as well. This is the black wire right here. This is the black wire on the switch. I'm going to plug this in, slide the sleeve over everything. Then do the same thing for the handlebar switch if you are mounting it right here. Next, I'm going to attach the red wire. So first, I'm going to take the red wire from the switch. I'm going to put that on here. Then I'm going to take the red lead from the battery, put it over top of it. Then I'm going to put the nut on. Next, I'm going to attach the white wire from the switch to the black lead right here. Then I'm going to get the black wire from the battery, put it over the top of it, put the washer on top, then the nut. Now, if you are mounting the handlebar switch, you will have to plug the red wire into an ignition switch on your ATV or vehicle. I'm just going to hide this underneath the passenger seat so it's out of the way. I'm going to run the wires from the battery right underneath the mat so they're not visible. Now all you need to do is connect the black to the black terminal on your battery and the red to the red. Everything's connected. It's time to test out the winch. So I have this connected right here. I put out a little wire so it doesn't wind up all the way. So here we go. Seems to function like normal, and that is how to install a winch.